There are 5 types of people you should never marry. Not be cautious with, not monitor closely, not pray they grow out of it. I mean never, because these types don't reveal themselves fully until after the wedding, when leaving becomes complicated, expensive, and emotionally exhausting. And the sad part? People always see the red flags. But the brain goes, maybe they'll magically evolve into a better version once we get married. No, they won't evolve. They'll unmask. Marriage doesn't fix people. It amplifies them. So before you accidentally sign a lifelong contract with chaos, let's break down the 5 types of people you should run from. Not walk. Run like you're in the season finale of your own survival story. 1. The Fix Me Project. There's nothing more dangerous than falling in love with someone you think you can repair. They're charming, they're wounded, they're full of promise. And they come with emotional potholes the size of small planets. No accountability, no direction, no consistency, just pain wrapped in potential. And your heart whispers, I can save them. No, you can't. You're not a therapy program. You're not a spiritual mechanic. When you marry someone you're trying to fix, you don't get a partner, you get a dependent. You become the parent, they become the child. And suddenly, you're applauding them for doing the bare minimum, like washing a dish or sending one text on time. Marriage should feel like teamwork, not like emotional construction work that never ends. If they're not healing before the wedding, they won't start after it. Love can do a lot, but it can't turn a demolition site into stability. 2. The Human Time Bomb. And then there's the one with zero emotional regulation. Not passionate, volatile. Not expressive, explosive. Every disagreement turns into a championship fight. One wrong word, one wrong look, one normal conversation, boom, you're dealing with an emotional grenade who pulls their own pin. You walk on eggshells, you monitor your tone, you rehearse every sentence before you speak. And congratulations, you're now living in psychological hostage conditions. They slam doors, throw words like knives, disappear for hours, and come back with the classic, sorry, I was just mad. Everyone gets mad. Not everyone becomes a hurricane. If they can't control their emotions while dating, marriage won't turn them into a monk. Choose someone who solves problems, not someone who manufactures new ones out of thin air. 3. The Full-Time Victim. Yes, the person who treats accountability like it's radioactive. Nothing is ever their fault. Every ex was crazy. Every job was toxic. Every argument is a story where they're the wounded hero and you're the villain. Disagree with them? You're insensitive. Tell them the truth, you're attacking. Ask for accountability, you're hurting them. The professional victim drains you slowly. You start apologizing for things you didn't do just to keep the peace. You shrink yourself. You lose yourself. Marriage without accountability is slow heartbreak. Choose someone who can say, that's on me, I'll do better. Not someone who weaponizes their sadness to control the narrative.
4. The dreamer who never moves. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big. But there's something very wrong with someone who dreams big and does nothing. I'm gonna start a business. I'm gonna change my life. Next year will be my year. Next year is exhausted. Next year has been carrying their fantasies for a decade. They talk like CEOs, but live like the couch is their corporate headquarters. If you marry a person with no drive, your life becomes a one-person marathon while they cheer from the sidelines with zero contribution. Marriage requires momentum. You need someone who walks beside you, not someone who expects you to drag them into adulthood. Dreaming is beautiful, but dreaming without effort is just laziness in costume. 5. The softly controlling lover. This one is the trickiest. They don't begin with control. They begin with concern, sweetness, care. I don't like you wearing that. People might look. I don't feel comfortable with your friends. Why do you need to go out without me? They frame control as protection. They frame surveillance as love. And slowly, your world gets smaller, your voice quieter, your confidence thinner, your independence gone. Control never improves in marriage. It intensifies. You don't need a partner who monitors you. You need one who supports you without clipping your wings. Love should feel like freedom, not house arrest with a smile. The truth most people ignore. The person you marry can elevate your life or drain it in ways you won't even recognize until years pass. So ask yourself, do they bring peace or chaos? Are they growing or are you dragging them like emotional luggage? Do they take responsibility or do they rewrite reality to avoid guilt? Do they respect your autonomy or try to manage you? Do their patterns align with the life you want? Because here's the truth no one wants to hear. You don't marry potential. You marry patterns. And patterns tell the truth. Choose wisely. Choose with clarity, not loneliness. Choose with courage, not fear. Your future self is begging you to pick peace. And if someone is offended by this, they're probably on the list.